This conference will now be recorded.
Can you please let me know, like, any of you guys are not attended for yesterday's demo? Just ping me in the chat window. Come on. So all of you guys are attended yesterday. Okay, all right. Then fine. Rashmi Garu, shall we start or do we need to wait for some more time?
Secretary, please you can start. Okay.
Okay, fine. Right, guys. So yesterday, we just discussed about a brief overview of the Python, right? And what are the different areas that Python being used in the current industry. Today, let's understand about again the basic installation of Python along with the brief history. Okay, and then where we can start actually with the programming. Okay, and we'll talk about the features of Python and some more theoretical things. Okay, when you look at the Python, right? So there is an official website for Python. So let me show you. Even in yesterday's demo, also I think I have shown you. So this is what Python official website. Okay, so this python.org. So it is from Python Software Foundation. If you look at here, even here also, like you can understand that, like, so Python is from Python Software Foundation. So it's just like by seeing the name you can understand it's a foundation, right? So like Apache Software Foundation, like where they develop certain things and they make it for free. Okay, so let me also open Python Wikipedia.
Lemma.
Please mute yourself. Please mute your. Hello, guys. Please mute yourself. Thank you. Okay, so hope you guys can see my screen. Okay, so here there are few characteristics, or you can say, or basic things about the Python. Okay, so just the basic thing, like who is created this Python. So this is designed and created by the Guido van Rossum. He's the person behind this Python uh, creation. Okay, so he's a Dutch programmer. Okay, so he's the author of the Python programming language, and of course, like, he's still working, guys. And uh, when it has been introduced, like, so it was first appeared in the year 1990, almost like what, 29 years ago, right? So like, but why now it's got trendy, like because of the current market, because of the data become huge, and we have to uh, write multiple algorithms based on the data. So to have certain forecast. So in such writing algorithms, the Python is the best fit because it has so many predefined libraries to achieve this programming in a easy manner. Like, you do not have to think about the basic core level logics. There are always like available libraries where you can just plug and play, just take the library and make use of it in all the domains in the current industry, and that got like Python got these many libraries because of its this open source community, and as it is it can be enhanced, the Python source code can be enhanced, and again like the code can be contributed back to the Python software foundation. So that is how like the libraries are getting increased day to day. All right, guys. So even like you can read it out a few basic things from Wikipedia, the basic line. Okay. Here now the stable release, if you look at the stable release 3.7.4, but when it was like 8th July 2019, so 2 to 3 months back, right? So that is what the latest version 3.7.4, and it is dynamically typed programming language. It supports duck typing. Okay, we'll see what is the duck typing and dynamic typing. Okay, and it is licensed under Python Software Foundation. It's a free thing only, and the file name extensions are .py, .pyc, .pyd, .pyo. There are different kind of file extensions. However, we'll start with the .py and later we'll see the remaining extensions. Okay, the possible file extensions, like when you write a Python file, how do we save it? So that is what like with .py. If it is a text file, we have .txt. If it is a C programming, we do like extension .c. If it is a Python, we do have what .py. Okay, well we'll see that slowly. And there are so many implementations of Python. We have different kind of implementations like C Python, PyPy, stackless Python, MicroPython. All these are right. Like so different kind of implementations where we can integrate our Python software with other programming languages as well, like in a simple way. Right. So if you see here the paradigms, the basic thing again, the paradigms, it supports multiple paradigms. That's what we call Python is a multi-paradigm programming language. Python is a multi-paradigm programming language, right? So what does it mean? Like it supports, if it supports more than one programming paradigm, then we can say it is multi-paradigm programming language, right? So what are the things what we know, right? We must be come across object oriented as part of C++ or Java or .NET. If you're aware of these technologies, those follows what object oriented programming paradigm. Is that right? So what is a paradigm? It's just a methodology, right? A methodology or a approach, you can say. So the programming approach or a programming solution that we follow to develop an application, right? That is what just a solution approach, nothing but a paradigm, a problem solution approach, nothing but what a paradigm. So how we are going to implement our project, how we are going to develop our application. So that's all matters. Okay, that's all matters. It says paradigm, object oriented, functional, imperative, reflective. So there are like different kind of programming paradigm it supports. We'll talk about again these paradigms as well. Okay. Yeah. So in the coming sessions, we'll be talking about all of this. Okay. Let us come back to the slides. We look at. Okay. All right. So we discussed about this. Okay, so implementations, if we look at, right, so Python first release is implemented in 1989, and the stable release, like 1991. The first stable version released in 1991, and then again, so there was no aggressive implementation, so it took a lot of time to come like Python 2.0. So Python 2.0 was released on 16th October 2000. Again, like so, almost 8 to 9 years span. Okay, and like so, it has major features, and people started using Python for writing the scripts, for doing some background jobs. Okay, background jobs and timely manner. Okay, that is where like Python used to start in the server side, in the application side, server side. Okay, so then again like Python 3.0 was released on 3rd December 2008. Again, if you look at again 8 years span, almost 7 to 8 years span. Okay, so it has taken like so many years to come back. But in between 2.0 to 3.0, there are few releases happened. Okay, out of it 2.7, there was a release 2.7, which was a major release for a 2.x series. So the 2.7.4 was a major release. 2.7 was major release for from 2.0 series. Okay, so where it has a lot of features, and people aggressively used that version 2.7. Okay, and there actually really people did not use Python for really developing a big application or end-to-end applications, just was using to develop some kind of scripts, right? Later, like when Python 3.0 was started, like they given support for Windows also. That is what another thing. Earlier, right, it was it was used for like server-side scripting, where the applications will deploy in Unix environment. Okay, so they're like it is fine, but Windows, full-fledged Windows support was not there. So then later, like, so there was a lot of R&D happened, and finally given support for Windows, and even uh, from there it got so many changes. So Python 3.0 got released in 2008, and as it is a open source community, and people started using it, doing R&D on that, and writing many libraries and contributing, then it started its era again. In the current industry is also like going to operate on huge data sets. Okay, terabytes of data. They definitely like performance matters. That's where like Python helps, like to do the things in a better way. Okay, in giving the best performance. Like, so this is simple slide, shows that like, so who is designed. Okay, so what is the company it's released from. Okay, and when it is appeared fast, stable release, typing, license, website, whatever we saw in the Wikipedia, right? The same thing you can see here. Okay, so like as we discussed yesterday, like Python is a just programming language. Many people say that it's just a scripting language. So that's a wrong opinion. Okay, it's a programming language. It's a high level general purpose programming language which is capable of scripting. Yes, we can write a script and we can execute that directly. It is capable of scripting, but not just a scripting language. It's a programming language basically. Okay, it's a capable of scripting also. Okay, all right. So Python is a programming language that lets you work quickly and integrate systems more effectively, and it is more powerful and fast. Okay, its performance wise, it's absolutely it gives best performance. Okay, so plays well with others in the sense you can integrate the code with your C code, with your C++ code or your .NET code, right? Like again, you do not have to rewrite. You do not have to rewrite your existing project if you wanted to continue your further application development in Python. Yes, it can be integrated. So that's where like it can play well with other technologies. Okay, and it runs everywhere means like, so you can execute your Python piece of code on any platform, right? You can execute that in Windows, you can do that in Unix, Mac, wherever you want. Like happily you can execute the script. Okay, so it's a platform independent. So it is friendly and easy to learn. It is friendly and easy to learn. That's what like as it has like so much of library support, and all the syntaxes are very simple and straightforward, so people can easily understand and easily learn. So it's a best beginner language as per the analytics, and it's confirmed that so Python is one of the best beginners language in recent times. Okay, so whoever having in background technical background knowledge or not, so irrespective of that, anybody can join and understand it. Okay, again it's free and open source. We discussed about that. So guys, like free means like, we do not have to purchase the license. Okay, we can use it for development as well as even for production deployment also. And open source in the sense the source code is open. You can happily, like, you can view the existing source code, you can see the existing source code, like what libraries are available and how they have implemented the piece of code. Yeah, we can open and we can see the existing packages. And also, so the license is given to extend the code, always we can extend the code, right? So like how to install the Python, how to install the Python. If you look at, so like python.org is the official site. There you can go to downloads section. Okay, we can go to downloads section. So there, like, you can, when you click on downloads, you can see here download Python. Okay, this snapshot has taken some time back when it was 3.7.1. Now it is 3.7.4. That is what, like, so aggressive development is happening in Python. Okay, so that's what randomly you can see, like, see the latest versions. Okay, and 3.7.4 is just it's 2 months back. Again, you can expect one more release maybe in a month or two. Okay, that's what it is, so aggressive. Okay, now you can see download Python from here. Then once you are downloaded, right, so installation is like very simple, you do not have to worry much about that. So what you can do is, right, so double click on the downloaded exe file. Okay, downloaded exe file, and there you can see different options. I'll talk about this. Okay, let me, give me a second. Okay, so here download section, so you can click on downloads. Here you can see download Python 3.7.4. But I wanted to, like, get an earlier release of Python. Okay, or maybe different version. Okay, then just you can go to the all releases, you can go to the all releases. So here in the down you can see here 3.7.4. Okay, so you can just select whatever you want. Okay, so right, guess, but if you look at all these are what, 3.7.4 to 3.7.2. Still, if you want to get more, like, you can click on this link, view older releases, where you can get the other releases also. Okay, this is what, just go here and just download. Okay, once you got downloaded, just double click the exe file, right? Okay, all right, so download. So yeah, on my laptop I have already downloaded, and you know it's installed, guys. But let me show you quickly. Like, if you have laptops with you, and you can try parallel in parallel. Okay. So far, like, do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any questions so far? Good. So it all depends on your operating system, right? Sorry. Just ping me in the chat window if you have any disturbance from your end, right? Just ping me in the chat window so that I can track you guys. Okay. So yeah, so based on your operating system properties, right? Like whether it is 64-bit or 32-bit, what version it supports, what processor it supports, depends on that, right? You just download the thing, whatever. So here, so I'm going with executable installer. So we have zip version also available, but yeah, I was using this executable. installer. So just save it. I think someone was asking something. Just you can ping me in the chat window if you have a question. Okay, so now okay, let it finish. Almost done. You can also do in parallel. Okay. All right. So once it is downloaded, right? Just click on run. Okay, just double click it. That's it. Okay, so you will get this now. It is showing a different screen for me because it's already installed. So how to either modify or repair or uninstall and proceed. So I should uninstall the thing, and again I have to reinstall, or maybe I should go with the modify or repair. Okay, just repair is like it's just going to ensure all the features are installed as per this release or not. That's it. Okay, so modify is different. If you want to add a specific feature, then you can go with that. Anyhow, you don't see this screen if you are installing for the first time, right? So which screen you see is this one. So install Python. Okay, install now or customize the installation. So you'll get this option. So always like if you go with this install now, right, which is the default option. Okay, so if you say install now, by default it is going to this particular path, C colon users admin app data local programs. So there it is going to sit. Getting guys? If you don't change any path, right? So the default installation location is going to be this particular path. See users admin app data local programs. But I don't want to get my Python installed. I wanted to install in my D drive or E drive or C drive, wherever I want. Okay, a different location. Just choose the option customize installation. Choose the option customize installation. Okay, then once you uh, choose the customize installation, okay, in the down there is something called add Python. Okay, add Python to path. Okay, add Python 3.7 to path. Okay, so now guys, you guys tell me like how many of you know about this path? How many of you guys know about this path? So like, so how many of you know about the path? Okay, so there is something called system environment variables. No, so here like so in the environment variables we have something called path variable. We have something called path variable. So like again there is something like path here in the system variables and path in the user variables. So if you are installing any new software, if you are installing any new software and you wanted to use that software from the command prompt, okay, from any location, then your operating system should know about your commands of your particular software. Meaning that suppose I have installed Python. I have installed Python. So like when I install Python, so I'll be getting different uh, softwares. Okay, so let me open my Python. Where it is installed Python. C program files Python 3.7. Here I have installed my Python software. Okay, this is what the location I have chosen while I was installing Python. Okay, so like so when you install, there are certain things here. If you look at here, this is what application. Python is an application. Okay, and there are certain scripts also inside that, say maybe pip or pip 3.7 pip 3 some application. When you look at this application, right, meaning that you can make use of this from the command prompt. You can make use of this from command prompt, meaning that, so if I go here, I'll type pip. Okay, if I type pip, so it is giving some information about that, right? About the issues. Suppose if I give some ABCD, so what it says, it says that ABCD is not recognized as an internal or external command. Got it, guys? Meaning that operating system has no information about this ABCD. Okay, so there is no way of like knowing about this ABCD. That is what it is giving. What? So error saying that it is not recognized as an internal or external command or operable program or a batch file. It is not a batch file, or it is not a program to execute, or it even it's not a command, operating system level command, or maybe any other software command, internal or external command. So that is what it is giving error. So when I say Python, yes, it is giving some information or not. Python 3.7.4 and some information it is giving, because so like the operating system knows about this Python command. It knows about this Python application, because so this Python is available in this particular location. Okay, so my bad, where is that? One second. So here, yeah, Python 3.7. So here it is available. Python is available, and this particular location where this Python is available in C program files Python 3.7. So in this location it is available. So that is the reason, like like we are giving that particular path over here. So if you look at the paths here, C program files, okay, C program files Python 3.7 path is configured in the environment variables, so that your operating system understands about all the exe files or applications available in this particular path, and it doesn't give any error. It happily picks that particular application from that path and it executes without giving any error. So that is what, when I type Python, it is automatically okay. So doing something here, because it is no, it knows about that. Understand, guys? Okay. So that is the reason. Like, so here we have to add that particular scripts location and the home directory of Python 3.7 in the environment variable. So this is explicit job. Like, maybe if you guys are like coming from Java background, you must be aware of this. Okay, so we use it to set Java underscore home, right? Like, so come back to this slide. Okay, so I have already installed. So here I have documented very clearly, so you do not have to worry, guys. Okay, so then here, so just click on this checkbox, add Python to the path. So if you do this, right, that path automatically gets added to the environment variable. So you do not have to add that explicitly. If you forgot to check this, right, we had to do that explicit. Again, it's an external job for us. Okay, you have to take these two paths and set the variables in the system variables. Mac OS, do we need to do anything like this? Yeah, so in every operating system, right? So this is compulsory, like it has to set the path. Otherwise, that particular operating system doesn't way, there is no way to get to know automatically. Okay, so this has to be added. Okay, just if you are like, it's open, and yeah, start with that. Okay, otherwise, like if you have any problem, let me know. I can share you the notes for okay installing the Python for Mac OS as well. All right, so move on to this. There is another section. So here you can see a couple of things. Okay, but however, all these are optional features, as the heading says. Okay, but better, like if you check all these things, right, it's better. Like documentation, if you click on documentation, you will be getting all the docs for Python. Okay, all the what are the topics that we have in that particular release. Okay, about the basics to the extension knowledge of your complete Python tutorial is available as part of this documentation. And when you say PIP, okay, when you say PIP, it is a command again, no, as I said, Python is like open source foundation and it's open to for everyone to contribute their own libraries also. Okay, so that is where there are different companies where they are developing some Python libraries and contributing back to software foundation, right? So meaning that if you install Python, okay, if you install Python, you don't get everything. You don't get everything. Maybe like I need some library support for I did some library support for working with the data science, or I need some libraries to work with RPA robotics. I need some libraries to work with certain database things. So all these things are right external libraries, and we have to install them explicitly again. So that is where your pip command is going to help you. Your pip command is going to help you there. So if you look at here, so here by using pip, you just need to say install. So whatever library you want to install, just you can just give the library name and it gets installed. Okay, so pip install numpy. Okay, numpy is a external library for data science applications. Okay, so when you say this, right, so it start collecting all the numpy libraries and it gets installed in your mission. So that is where pip command is going to help you. Okay, and it has very important. Okay, pip install, then followed by the module. If you are working with some database, the database module. If you need something, anything at the other maybe Selenium or automation testing, then that related stuff. Okay, it's failed because environment where the access is designed. Yeah, of course. Okay, so whenever you wanted to do something, right, always you have to open your command prompt. Okay, always you have to open in your command prompt in administrative mode. Run as administrator. Yes. Okay, now you just do that. Okay, SQL. Uh, Come on. Okay, and of course, doesn't need to have in the same folder. Always you simply can run from anywhere. Doesn't matter because it automatically install in the respective location only, but not in this particular directory. Okay, so you can say just pip install numpy. So you should ensure that you are connected to network internet. Okay, successfully install numpy 1.7.2. Okay, then now you can make use of this particular library. Okay, so pip is a command to install. It helps to install the other libraries, other Python libraries. Hope you got this. Okay, all right. Then if you look at, so TCL or TK and IDLE. Okay, so this is going to install TK inter library. This helps to develop the standalone GUI applications. Okay, like a basic desktop application, guys. Okay, and IDLE development environment. This is what default editor that we get with the installation. IDLE is the basic editor. Okay, basic editor that we can use for developing our basic Python programs. Okay, Python test shoot again. It is going to give you some test shoot library to test the Python programs. Okay, anyhow we are not going to use that now. Okay, then PyLauncher, all the stuff. Okay, just move on to this. Okay, so here also, here when you say install it for all users, right, this automatically takes this path. Okay, okay, so install for all users. When you say install for all users, okay, it takes this path automatically. C program files by default it takes. So otherwise, like it is going to get you the location whatever you are giving. Suppose here I have given D drive, okay, some ABC folder, then Python, and then again I'm going back and I'm selecting this install for you all users option. Then again it is rewrite this path to C program files Python 3.7. So this is the fixed path provided by this Python installation when you say install for all users. All right. And however, there are some other things which are already selected. Just keep them. Okay. Don't do any other modifications. So that's all. So that's all. You're done with your uh, installation, guys. Okay. So anyhow, I have given this path thing verifying the installation. Just go to the environment variables and see whether you got these two things. Okay, one is like 3.7, this up to Python 3.7, one is up to scripts. These are the two things that are those are required, okay, to see in the environment variable. Okay, then go back to the command prompt, then go back to the command prompt, and you can say like you can type Python or Py. Okay, so that like if it is recognizing like this means it is installed successfully. Okay, so that's all, guys. So that's all about the installation. It's a simple thing. Let me know like do you have any questions? Good about the installation. Hope all of you guys are following. Okay, thank you. Thank you for confirming. Okay, once you done with the installation, right, you can see the installation directories. Here we have different kind of folders. Okay, this is what set of folders. Okay, go back to this. Right, so here I have installed my Python. Here I was saying documentation, right? Go to doc, and here you can see the documentation. Okay, so here all what's new in this Python in this particular release, and so the tutorials. Okay, so you can have all the things. Okay, say for example something I'm picking. Okay, so sets. Okay, see that sets. Python also includes a data type for sets. A set is an ordered collection with no duplicate elements. Mean to say like it's talks about that. Okay, it's a kind of material, you can feel it. Okay, you can refer it. This is official documentation from Python that comes along with your installation. All right, guys. Okay, right. Documentation is one important thing that you can always refer, right? And all the scripts comes here, like so pip we are using, right? So the script is here inside this scripts folder. Okay, there is something called pip3. This is for this is for latest version 3.0. When you use pip3, it is for 3.0 version. When I use pip, okay, it looks for 2.0. Okay, if you do not have 2.0 version installed in your machine and it is installed 3.0, even though if you type pip, it will be redirected to pip3 internally. It again applies the pip3, so it supports Python 3. Okay, so those are two like important scripts. Okay, anyhow, so the predefined libraries are available in the lib folder. Okay, so here you can see all the predefined libraries. Okay, available here. Okay, so if you want, like you can open any some random thing. Okay, so let me open ABC. Okay, anything is fine. Okay, let me open this. Okay, so you can see that this is what existing one existing piece of code. So they have some function, it's a class. Okay, and again it has multiple things inside this. This is what existing source always we can see. Okay, you can always see the existing source code. What are the things it has? What is the purpose of each and everything. Okay, that is what, like, as it is open source, yeah, we are able to see this. I mean, it is open, these files are open to see. Okay, there are libraries, so many libraries that are coming along with your Python installation. Okay, so SQLite, this is what default database thing comes along with your Python installation. If you want to connect it to database, SQLite, yeah, you do not have to install any other modules, directly you can make use of it. But if you want to connect it to either Oracle or MySQL or some other database, then you have to install that particular modules, right? So let's go back. Right. Okay. Right, guys. So now once you install, so you can see, like, here you can see that Python. If you type in the search window, right? If you type py, you would be seeing all of these things. Okay, py and Python 3.7, 64-bit and manuals and docs. Okay, just click on this, guys, or either this one or this one, anything. Okay, so if you click on this, it automatically opens a shell. This is what called Python shell. Okay, here you can see three what is that, three arrow marks or Chevrolet. Okay, so this is what Python shell, where directly you can write your program. Okay, where you can like, it's interactive mode. This is also called what, interactive mode. So if I wanted to print something, okay, if I wanted to print something as a hello, I wanted to say hello, yes, it's immediately print. Or I wanted to do some operation, a value is 10. What is the a value, guys? 10. Yeah, I am giving b value is 100. Okay, if you want to see what is the b value, just give b. That's all you can see. Okay, b value is what, 100. Excuse me. Now I wanted to print a plus b sum, so just do a plus b or I division b. Okay, or a minus b. So you can do all operations directly from the shell window. But in the shell window, like, so if you enter a line, it executes it. So if you enter a line, it executes it. Okay, but like, if I wanted to define a program, if I wanted to define a program like a 10 lines of code or maybe 100 lines of code, right? So this doesn't help. This doesn't help. I mean, okay, so that is where, like, you need certain editors where you write your 100 lines of code, you save that file, and that can be reused. You can use that to execute again and again, right? So this is interactually just for basic practice. This is for basic practice. Okay. Now, so like, if I wanted to write a program, so you can make use of editors. So this is ideally is the default editor that comes up along with your Python installation. Okay, so just click on that. Ideally, it gets open its editor. Okay, again here also, like, when you open this, it is again interactive mode only. Okay, here directly you can see. So a value, it doesn't know about a. So let me define a value as 10. Now you can see a value. This is also like the shell only. So the earlier directly we have connected to the shell. Okay, and now so we have connected the shell from the IDLE. Okay, IDLE is a editor which has inbuilt shell also. Okay, but I wanted to write a script of 10 lines of code. Then go to file. So say new file, say new file. So here I can write my program. Say I'm saying that a value is what, 10, a value is what, 10, b value is 20. Then I wanted to see sum is what, a plus b. Okay, and I wanted to print the sum. So we have a function called print function where you can give your value. This is what known as a variable. Okay, we'll talk about that. Print of sum. So now once you are done, save this. You have to save this. Okay, you have to save this. Okay, let me create a new folder. Okay, Python. Okay, September 19. Okay, this is what. So how to save the file, guys? Okay, So this I'm giving double quotes to ensure that it doesn't add any additional extensions like .txt or something by any chance. So always just recommendable to use this double quote and give the name test dot. So remember that. So always the Python files, okay, are going to have an extension of what? .py. What is the extension, guys? .py, test.py. If it is a C, we'll use what? .c. If it is Java, we use the extension what? .java. Okay, so .java. So if it is Python, we use what? .py. Okay, if it is Python, extension is what? .py. Okay, so test.py. So use this test.py as extension to save your Python file. Okay, now I have saved the file. Then if I wanted to execute, just go here, run. You can say run module. F5 is the shortcut. Just say run module. Then you can see the sum of a plus b is what? 30. That output comes in the shell again. Is it clear? Are any questions around this? Do you guys have any questions around this? Clear? Okay, cool. Yeah, please be interactive, man. Like, so ping in the chat window and be interactive so that the session will be helpful. All right. So this is how like you can practice from the shell directly, or you can write a program from the IDLE editor and you can write your program. So how many times you want to run this, right? Make use of it, right? You can use that, right? Just run module, that's it. Save once and use multiple times. But in the interactive shell, right? Like if you type something and if you close it, it will go off, right? Again, if I open this interactive shell, so I don't see anything. It's a fresh window, right? So that is what. But in general, in real time, like when we are working, this is not the way, right? So this is just to practice, right? And in real time, we'll be writing thousands of lines of code. So that is where we need an editor. Okay, we need an editor, and of course, when we are into development, the real time will be using certain IDEs also, integrated development environments. We call it as IDEs. So we have different IDEs available for Python. And second, I got a question. Can we get IDE and shell together, like writing code and seeing output on the right side? Yes, absolutely. That's what you have IDEs, right? So in the IDEs, you can write the program and execute there only. You can see the output there itself in the IDEs. Okay, in the IDEs, yes. But this is not an IDE. It's a basic editor that we are getting from Python installation. And once we started, right? So going forward, we'll be working with the PyCharm. Okay, where you can write the program there only, and you can see the output even there itself. Okay, right? So I'll introduce you PyCharm slowly, but let us practice few basic programs on this basic editor so that you will understand the basic syntaxes and all. Okay, then later we'll move on to the editor. Sorry, IDEs. All right, right. So there is another way like of executing your Python program. Okay, so you can navigate to your directory where is your program is available. So here cd, I have a Python September 19. So here I have my Python file test.py. Can you guys see? So test.py is saved in this particular location. Now just navigate up to that, and like if you wanted to execute, just use Python or py, anything is fine, followed by your application, your program, basically test.py. So what is the output, guys? 30. And what is this command prompt? Okay, so from the command prompt also, you can execute your Python file. So you write on the notepad, meaning that if you do not have any editors are nothing, right? So just write your program in Notepad. Okay, write in Notepad, save it to particular directory, and go back to command prompt, navigate to till the path where you have saved the file, and execute it using the Python py, or even py is also enough. Python complete name or py is the short name. Anything is fine to execute your Python file. Okay, so like different options we have. Okay, for just practicing. Okay, so here like uh, you know in the this is the official website, right? Python.org. So that interactive shell is like they have uh, given in the website also, in the website itself. Like here also you can practice just the basics. Again, this helps to practice what basics. So I wanted to see what is the value of a 10. This is also shell. Okay, this from the official website python.org. Here also you can practice on the fly. You can practice the basic syntaxes, all basic levels of programs you can practice here. Okay, just for practice purpose. All right. These are the different ways that we have. So hope like you can start with installing the Python, and you can start writing the basic scripts. Okay, you do not have to wait for 10 days or 20 days just to write the Python file. Okay, from the day one you can happily. Sorry guys. So from the day one itself we can start hitting the programming, and we spend enough time on the programming. Okay. So don't have to worry if you are completely new to the programming. Any questions? Do you have any questions? Okay, from tomorrow onwards, like I'll start with all basics. So my request is don't miss the sessions, at least from 1 week for the first week, because if you are good enough in the basics, right, later it will be easier for you guys to catch up all the things. Otherwise, like you will be having so many gaps, okay, where it will be very difficult to link up the things and follow. Okay, so don't miss the first week sessions. So no questions. That's great. Okay, so hope all are aligned with me and following. Good, Steve. Okay, thank you, man. Thank you all. And yeah, going forward, like we'll understand each of you, each other. Okay, so that like we'll have a good association going forward. Okay. If you do not have any questions, so I'm planning to wind up the session for today. Okay. Let's catch up tomorrow morning 7:30. Good. Shall I? Thank you, Shriram, Tyram. Thanks, Sri. Okay. Chalo, see you guys. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a good day.